Hey guys, it's Katrina here, and we're with Tim Gunn, who's going to share a little bit about holiday dressing. Tim is working with Weight Watchers and some of their inspiring stories. And now tell us a little bit, one of the hardest parts of holiday dressing are all the parties.
Women can think about a number of different options, and I will say, who doesn't feel fabulous in a great, wonderful party dress? And there's so many great options this season. I have to say this, and this point's very important. You can do this on a budget. Large number of dresses behind you, Katrina, and some of them are under $100. Nothing's more than $200.
That's amazing, Tim, and that's so important for you guys at home too. You don't have to splurge. It's not worth it.
Absolutely not. This is something that could easily go from office to evening. And when you take it out at night, you take off, perhaps you're wearing a flat in the office or a little kitten heel, you put on a great big commanding stiletto, you put on the jewelry, and you can go anywhere. Go to the White House.
What are the 5 tips that we should stick to, or a few tips that you could give us?
Well, you want to be appropriate. That's a word that's used a lot. What does it really mean? It means you need to be appropriate to your age. You want to ask yourself, how confident am I going to be wearing this particular style, this particular silhouette? Pay attention in particular to necklines. One has to be conscious of cleavage and of not showing too much. Skirt lengths are another issue. I maintain that that universally the most flattering length will be somewhere between the bottom of the kneecap, never any lower, the bottom of the kneecap to maybe 1 or 2 inches above the top of the kneecap. But when you get to a point where you're constantly tugging at your skirt and you're afraid to sit down, you know you're pushing the appropriateness button in a bad way. Some women have issues with arms, and there are dresses here that have little cap sleeves. This style is adjustable to your own waist, your own size, ergo the wrap. So it means that it's universally flattering on most women. That's an oxymoron. It's universally flattering. Great prints are very on trend this season. And who would this not be flattering on? I mean, it really would be. Because the dicey thing about prints is scale. And you don't want it to, if it's too large, petite women will look drowned in the print. And if it's too small, women who are more ample will look fussy. I'm always saying that the key to getting your fashion right is 3 elements: silhouette, proportion, and fit. And when they're in harmony and balance, you'll look great.
So this is a great option for that. Perfect. And you can easily throw a cardigan over it and you're perfect during the day.
I seldom talk about a textile, but in the case of cashmere, it's so affordable these days. I mean, and it doesn't pill. And it may have a little bit of decorative beading down the placket. Could be great.
And I have to ask you, Tim, what's your take on sequins and when is it appropriate this season?
I love sequins. How sexy and fabulous is this? And who isn't going to notice you when you walk into a room? I love them, but this is fancy. This is party. It'd be very hard to do this at work. And if you were able to, I'd want to know what it is you're doing.
For New Year's Eve, you can easily.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
In fact, Katrina, see you welcoming in the new year in this dress.
What do you think, guys? Should I maybe stock up on this?
I think so.
And now, Tim, another very tough place to dress is when you're visiting or meeting maybe your boyfriend's family for the first time. And now, what do we wear if we don't want to be talked about until the next holiday gathering?
I would advise women to dress as though they're going to a job interview, because in a way they are. They're going to be judged, they're going to be evaluated, people are going to come away with an assessment of them. Much better to feel that maybe you're a little bit overdressed without being fancy. In other words, don't wear a party dress, don't wear a tuxedo, but that you'll feel confident that you look good and that the family should be proud to have you among them.
You have great jackets here. Layering a jacket over a simple pair of jeans could even work well in most instances.
As a matter of fact, I sing the praises of a jacket or a blazer all the time because it's the easiest way in the world to take the ubiquitous pair of jeans and a t-shirt and dress them up. It's the easiest thing in the world. And I also say, speaking of jobs, I say to people who work in more casual environments, keep a blazer on the back of your chair or the back of your door if you're lucky enough to have an office. Because if the boss calls you in, it's a sign of respect. You're dressing up that casual outfit. And you're saying, I care. And it's the same with meeting new family members. It's saying, I care. I have respect for me and I have respect for you.
I hope we help demystify your dressing this holiday season. Thank you, Tim, so much
Oh,
for your
thank you,
help.
Katrina.
It was great.
Lovely to be with you.
You
as
too.
always.
Thank you. And Hollywood Life for all your news, gossip, style, beauty, and more. Keep coming back to HollywoodLife.com.